Is it when you're in this position? Now, Nate, put your nose back down on the top of the camera. Here it is, another 15-minute morning show podcast. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
There's Froggy in his guest bedroom. There's Danielle in her very cluttered basement.
Oh, gosh, I can't.
With the door that goes nowhere. Show him the door.
Yeah.
There's the door that goes nowhere. There's Scotty B cleaning up after a long day of eating cereal. And there's straight Nate rubbing. You're not supposed to touch your face. You forgot that. That's one of the rules.
Yeah. Don't touch your face.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You had a COVID test yesterday. We got to get into that. Also, there's Scary.
Hello.
And there's Gandhi in her boyfriend's living room. You're back with your boyfriend. We got to talk about that.
I got a question.
And there's Garrett with a bandana on, and his hair's getting long. And there's Brody with a cereal collection behind him.
What is that about?
Well, you guys know I'm a big fan of cereal. Don't act surprised. This is for, I'm thinking of kicking off a cereal podcast called, I'm going to rate cereals, and I'm calling it the Cereal Ratist.
Nice.
I
think that'll go over.
Wait, we need to tell
that'll
Scotty
go over
about
well.
this.
Name. Okay, let's see. Froggy has a question. Yes, Froggy, what's on your mind?
So, Gandhi, you were away from your boyfriend for quite a while we were on vacation, and you were in Hilton Head with your family, so you got back there yesterday. Did you guys bang it out like right away when you got back?
Oh, man.
We absolutely did.
Yes.
Oh, was I not supposed to answer that? Okay. Yeah, we had a really fun night last night. It was awesome.
See, that's
I even said
good.
to him at one point, yeah, like, what's going on, dude? He's like, you've been gone for a really long time. I was like, yeah. Great.
Okay.
Makes me happy.
Good
I guess
time.
all questions are fair, to be honest.
Yeah.
And to straight Nate's topic of the COVID test. So why did you have a COVID test yesterday?
Well, I am having another angiogram because I had that stroke back in November. So I'm having one as a follow-up on Friday. So before you go and do any sort of procedure at the hospital, you have to have your blood drawn, you have to have a COVID test, you have to have all these sorts of things. So yeah, they make sure you don't have COVID-19 before you go into the hospital. Pretty precautionary.
Well, that's good.
You know what it is they know you've been around Scary every day, and they know that he's possibly dripping in the vid. So they're like, wait a second, you can't come to the hospital.
Make sure.
Exactly.
Can I say something?
Uh-oh.
No.
My mother is my biggest critic. I you know what? I hate it. As a kid growing up, she would always be like, smack me on the stomach. She goes, stick your stomach in and stand up straight. She'd pat me on the stomach like, yeah. Well, now she's criticizing the 15-minute morning show podcast. She's like, I've been watching the last few episodes, and you don't smile, and you look like you're asleep. Wake up. I'm like,
Well, you know what? But wait,
I'm like, what are you talking about?
let me help you out.
She goes,
Let me help you out. Right now, you're bending over. Pull the microphone up so you don't have to bend in half. I don't understand why you're
Suck
doing
your
that.
stomach in.
Suck your stomach in.
And
Yeah.
look at us.
Sherry's doing this.
You look like you're tired. Are you not getting sleep? I'm concerned
COVID.
about
Not good.
you. I'm like,
COVID.
Mom,
Well,
wait.
you know,
What do you want me to do? My eyes are my eyes. Look. Hi.
maybe it's because you're out late every night. That's disgusting. Stop it.
Oh, Scary,
Maybe it's
put
because you're
that
out
away.
late. You're out late in crowds every night. You're hanging out in stadiums with millions of people. Maybe that's why you don't look so good.
Yeah.
No,
You're not tired. You're.
I just love
What?
the way my mother is criticizing. I'm like, well, tomorrow I wanted to watch this and criticize everybody else but me. My
But she's your mother.
She's sitting there
Your mother's
eating
not going to
popcorn,
do
watching
everyone
episodes.
else.
It's okay. We all
And
look
we
like
found
shit.
out she abused you.
Yeah. Now, Garrett. Now, Garrett always wears the headband when his hair starts to get crazy, crazy long. So obviously, we're dealing with a mop again. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Can you hear him?
Garrett?
Wait, I'll turn
Nope.
the microphone. Oh God,
Garrett.
bless
Ah.
America.
It's not me this time.
Well, they're on the same
Garrett?
feed. They're on the same feed, so it's definitely Garrett's microphone. It's on
Well, anyway,
his-
You need to
Garrett.
toggle.
Hello?
Gary, if you can hear me, pull your hair down. Let's see how long it is, because I want to show you something.
Wow.
Okay, that's pretty long.
Yeah.
You guys want to see something? Hold on.
Yes.
I got.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at
First of all,
Eddie Munster.
can you always do your hair like that?
you look like a vampire. Wait, you look like a vampire.
Dracula.
Got a cowlick.
How about
Like
that?
Eddie Munster
Look at
from
that.
that old show, The Munsters. Does anybody remember
Yes.
that?
I do.
Yes.
Yes, that's how his hair was.
You're Butch
All right,
Patrick.
we got to figure out how to get Garrett's microphone to work. So we'll spend the next 10
Yes.
minutes doing
No.
that.
Oh, no, there
Oh,
he
there
is.
you
There
are.
he is.
Now we hear you. Maybe it's the headband. We didn't have the headband on it. Your microphone turns off.
Technology.
Oh.
I had
So,
a
okay,
COVID
so what-
I had a COVID test yesterday too. To follow Nate, I haven't had one over the last 4 months for no reason. But since we've been around people, we're like, why not? So we got a at-home test, and my wife is a PA, so she got the thrill of sticking that swab up my nose. It literally does feel like it touches your brain.
How do you know how far to stick it in?
She knows. She knows.
Uh-oh.
She's a professional.
She knows.
She knows.
She's a professional.
Can I show you guys something gross? I want to show you.
Yes.
Can we do show and tell? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get the banana.
What?
Oh,
By the way,
Yes.
Froggy, how come when I make a dirty joke, he picks on me? You just slipped that joke in. You didn't say anything.
What?
Okay, this is a little. Okay, this is a little. Oh, it's wet.
It has pee on
This
it.
banana. It's got pee on it. It's got shit on it. It's got everything that can come out of a dog on it. And I can't throw it away because it's so adorable. It's a little
Oh,
he's
banana.
so
Cute. Does he squeak?
So yeah, I thought. Well, I'm not gonna squeeze it because then urine will drop out of the bottom of it. But
Really?
so over here, as you can see, it's the pen. This is where Ollie stays. Where Ollie? Say hello. Oh, he's in there somewhere. Anyway, so he stays with me. We haven't figured out the separation anxiety issues yet because when I leave him, he goes crazy.
Aww.
But so he's in here with me every day. But every once in a while he'll go over there and chew on that banana, and it's just filled with all sorts of fecal matter, and it's like.
They don't care. They lick their asses. What did they? They don't give a shit.
Well, trust me, if I could lay around and lick my balls all day, I'd do it too. That's why they do it.
yeah, I know you would.
Ew. And by the way, can we talk about balls? Let's talk about balls. What are your feelings about balls, Gandhi?
Are we talking about the balls I think we're talking about?
Yes.
Not a fan, but I put up with them because what else are you going to do?
Okay.
Till you get rid of them? Okay.
Danielle, balls, go.
Sometimes they get in the way. You have to move them.
Oh my God.
What direction are you
Ways.
coming from?
I guess be like
I would just like to say that I think that they're ugly and they don't photograph well.
That's because your mom slapped you in them.
Wait a minute.
Who's taking a picture of your balls?
what? Danielle, what?
Photographing your balls. I gotta
yeah,
know
when?
when he's taking pictures
No,
of
no,
his
no.
balls.
I'm
Scary.
specifically speaking about when you watch porn. They look very ugly when they're dangling there. It's weird.
Okay.
That's what
Now, what about you, Froggy?
I don't take pictures
I
of
just-
balls.
Balls, Froggy, go.
I think they're too sensitive. Like, if you just graze them the wrong way, you're down for the count. I don't understand why something that's just hanging there could be so sensitive and just ruin everything. I don't get it.
Right. Garrett, balls, go.
Why do we have two?
Why do we have two?
Yeah,
I have
why?
a friend who has one.
Well, yeah.
Why
But-
is two
why
for a
two?
reason?
Well,
You
you're
got two
symmetrical,
boobies.
and you know what? You got two boobies, you got two kidneys. You know.
2 eyes, 2 ears.
I don't know. Yeah. What about you, Brody? Balls, go.
Big fan of my own, not a fan of anybody else's.
Okay. All right. That's fair. And finally,
neutral.
Nate, balls. Nate,
A lot
balls.
of maintenance. I don't know about the
Yeah.
rest of the guys here, but
Yeah.
it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard
you
work.
know,
Yeah, but I will say this: they shave well. It's like chicken skin. They usually it's pretty difficult to nick
No,
them.
they don't. It's
Mine are
give me a curved
easy?
razor. I need a curved razor. They don't.
I don't know. A ball.
Invented some
You need a
ball razor.
scrotum-shaped razor. All right. Look at Garrett's hair. We've really troubled him in some way.
Wait, but
He
you
needs a
didn't
ball
answer. What are
razor.
your thoughts?
Balls? Yeah, they're necessary, I guess. I live with them without them. Not a fan. It's just they're there. What are you going to do? I understand their importance. I mean, they have a job to do, I get it.
we all
Have
do.
you ever
We all
met a
do.
polyorchid man? That is a man with three.
Isn't that an exterminator?
I was just thinking that.
The orchid man.
That makes a guy with three.
3 balls? I've never met a 3-baller. Wait, I think I did. That's another story.
Does that
I
mean he
have a
makes?
question for Elvis.
Does that mean he makes more? Whatever.
I don't
got a
know.
thing.
I don't know
You
how
got
it
a
works.
thing.
You see,
I have a
you
question
ask-
for
You
Elvis.
ask, you ask questions that we don't have the answer for. What? Yes, Brody. What?
All right, in a gay relationship, If you ignore them, do they ignore them?
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
What? I don't
Like,
I
if
don't-
you
I don't
ignore the
understand
other
that.
guy's balls, do they then ignore yours? And if you don't want yours ignored, do you have to then not ignore theirs?
I got to be honest, just not comfortable with this conversation.
Wait a minute. Everybody else talked about it. Danielle talked about it.
We talked about
We
our
didn't ask
thoughts
about-
on them.
Your thoughts. Well, I didn't ask you about how you use them in the bedroom. How
Well,
do
I know, but
use
you
your
said you
balls?
could take them or leave them. I'm just wondering if you leave them, do
it's like,
they then
whatever.
leave them?
I don't know. I don't. Yes. No. I don't know. Any more
see the
brilliant
jacuzzi?
questions, Brody?
You see the jacuzzi for your balls?
I thought it was an interesting question.
All right.
Why do your balls need a jacuzzi?
There's a jacuzzi. I saw it on Instagram. You can get it. And
holds
it's, well, no, it's like a little sink that comes and it heats up. It's water that heats up, and you put your balls in it.
Yep. I've
And
seen
you
them.
take
They're
a
for
sip
like
after
therapy.
saying that?
Yeah. It's not ball water. It's my pre-workout.
Ball water. That just sounds gross.
Wait, so you teabag the water?
Yeah.
Yes. That's what he's saying.
Hey,
Hold on, I'm pulling up.
can we talk about
Danielle.
Can we talk about Scotty B for a second?
What about his balls?
Well, not about his balls, but we do know one of them hits the water in the JFK airport because he tells us all the
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah, the water level's very high in those toilets.
I go in to say hi to his
Okay, we
to
see.
him, and he wasn't in there. But I look at his computer, and this is what he was searching for.
What does it say? I can't read it.
What are toilet flies called?
Toilet flies. Now, Scotty, well, get him in here. Let's find out what he's talking about. What's
Scotty.
a toilet fly?
Oh, my goodness.
He's always worried about something attacking him. Like, he thinks he has everything. He's such a hypochondriac. It's hilarious.
What happened? But what's a toilet fly? Where are you? He's not on camera.
Wait, you know those little black
Yeah, I can't even hear him. Here, hold on a second. You got to turn his mic on, Scary.
It's on.
Scary. There you go. Oh, look at that. When's the last time we saw that building? God, that looks
I know.
weird.
Look at that. It
What
looks
is that?
beautiful there. What is there?
Scary, we can't hear Scotty.
Oh, you son
We
of
can't
a
hear
bitch.
Scotty.
Why you gotta call
Can you
Scotty a
turn
son of
that
a
thing
bitch?
on?
The little black
No,
flies
wait.
that they're
what?
born in the toilets, and they come out of the urinals, and they fly up your pants.
What?
What?
Have you ever been in a bar where there's that like a little sticker of a fake fly on the urinal? That's because that's a thing. They're called sink flies and drain flies, and they're born in all the crud in the drain, and then they're all over the bathrooms.
And did you have an experience?
Yes, one went on my
Yeah.
pants today, and I couldn't find it.
It's inside you. It's
Scotty,
in you.
only the weirdest shit happens to you, dude. I swear to God.
Do the toilet
wait,
flies
so
like
you-
your balls?
They must
You,
have.
you went to the toilet, to the urinal, and a fly flew into your pants.
That's correct, and I can't find it.
You think it's in your butthole?
It's very possible.
Hey,
that
wait a
it's
minute.
breeding in there.
Hey, I'm not
Oh.
understanding a perspective here. I'm seeing Scotty on someone's camera, but whose camera is looking out the window?
It's mine. It's me. It's mine.
Well, then who's? Well, how am I seeing Scotty? I don't understand.
He's on Nate's. Scotty's on Nate's
Nate's.
microphone.
Oh,
Scotty
then
is
wait.
using
Then,
Nate's mic, but I'm pointing my
Okay,
camera
then-
so you could see him.
okay, look back out in the living room. Who is that in the living room with the red shirt on?
That's Scotty.
That's
That's
Scotty.
I'm wearing a red shirt.
Who's next to
What?
Scotty?
Oh my God, my mind.
So
is blown.
Scary's,
How many
Scary's
different rooms
showing
are
you
we in?
his perspective to the living room, and then Nate's got his camera on Scotty.
So
Was
Nate
that
is in the
Nate's
living
nose?
room.
Yes, it was. I
Now,
think
who's
there's a
that in the
toilet
white
fly up
hat?
there.
That's Froggy.
Oh, okay.
So let me ask you this, Danielle. When you said the balls get in the way, we couldn't understand it. Is it when you're in this position now, Nate? Put your nose back down on the top of the camera. Is that the same position you're in when the balls get in the way? Do it again, Nate. Let's it's a yes or no question.
Yes. And that's when they hit you in the head, don't they? Hit you in the head sometimes?
What are you supposed to do when you have balls in your face?
Like this.
Batter, 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 swing. I'm
That thing
sorry,
on your
Garrett.
desk.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You okay,
great.
Garrett?
I'm
All
great.
right. All right.
Do we need a disclaimer for today's 15-minute morning show?
No.
What do
Don't
you
watch
It's almost
this with your
over, though.
kids.
Is it almost over, Froggy? Your time, Froggy. You're eating your nails. Why are you eating your nails? Get your fingers out of your mouth.
We have to. Okay, Mom. We have 10 seconds left.
Slap Froggy in the stomach.
Today's show, it's about the balls. Have a good day.
Oh.